Winter is here, and I'm sure a lot of us are already struggling with the sniffy, stuffy nose. Some of us have a perpetually runny nose in the winter, no matter what. For some otherwise healthy people, simply spending some time outside in the cold can bring on nasal congestion and a runny nose. Did you ever wonder why? The culprit behind these symptoms could be the cold-induced rhinitis or common cold. So, let's try to understand this in a little detail. The nose is one of the first portals of our upper respiratory tract. Its job is to warm, filter, and clean the air, preparing it for the lungs. When cold air enters the nose, it stimulates the sensory nerves within the nasal cavity to activate a process via a cholinergic reflex or pathway. It causes the vessels in the nasal cavity to expand and become engorged, leading to congestion and mucus secretion, which produces a runny nose. It's a compensatory mechanism that's trying to maintain ideal conditions inside the nose by adding humidity and warmth while filtering the air. There are multiple things that can cause congestion and a runny nose: the cold weather, allergens, irritants, some perfumes, and even spicy food. Since there are so many things that can cause your nose to run, it's important to see your doctor to figure out what's behind your symptom and to determine what treatment, if any, is needed. People may associate allergies with pollens and plants, but winter is peak time for indoor allergens. When you're outside in the cold, the chilly air you're inhaling is warmed in your nasal passage, which causes a runny nose. The best way to prevent this from happening is to keep your nose warm with a scarf or a mask. Cold and the runny nose that comes along with it can often drag on simply because people aren't listening to their bodies. If you're not feeling well or you have temperatures over 100, you owe it to yourself and the people you are around to stay at home, rest, and hydrate as much as you can. For the first 24 to 48 hours you feel sick, you need to sleep and fuel your body with nutrients to fight your sickness. Typically, a runny nose usually lasts anywhere between 7 to 10 days. Fighting an illness can take a toll on our body. Giving our body the rest it needs can help our immune system to fight off that cold virus. So here are a few ways to let your body naturally heal itself. Putting a warm wet cloth on your face several times a day can help relieve your sinuses, which might be irritated by the dry air. Sinus inflammation can be extremely painful, and by adding warm light pressure, you will cause swelling to reduce and any symptoms to ease. Using a nasal saline rinse can wash away any allergens, viruses, and bacteria from the nose and help clear out any trapped mucus. A nasal saline rinse can be a quick way to stop a runny nose, especially first thing in the morning and before sleep. Using steam can help relieve your runny nose and have you breathing clearer. The steam produced from warm showers, hot drinks, and steamers will help to soothe your nasal passages and reduce inflammation in your nasal passage and sinus cavities. To avoid the risk of burns, you may want to let water cool slightly before utilizing it for steam. You should also keep a distance from steam instead of placing your face or hands directly in or in front of it. Mentholated and herbal ointments, also known as vapor rubs, ease nasal congestion by increasing blood flow within your sinuses. Packed full of potent herbs, these remedies are best used at night as they are strong smelling. Consuming plenty of nutritious soups helps hydrate you, open your nasal passage, and clear your sinuses. Most of us already know how important it is to wash our hands frequently and to avoid touching our faces too much, especially our eyes and mouths. But if you are leading a busy, chaotic life, it's easy to forget to sanitize each time you reach out for a quick snack or apply lip balm. However, we have to remember that germs are very contagious and easily spread. Regular hand washing can reduce the amount of time you spend with a runny nose. Remember, washing your hands a lot can be your number one defense. At minimum, we should always wash our hands before we eat. Often, with a runny nose, people will think about taking a decongestant, but I would caution here. Nasal decongestant, especially the spray, often comes with directions that say you have to limit use to 3 days, since overuse can lead to even worse symptoms. You can get a condition called rebound congestion. When the medication runs out, the stuffiness comes back even worse. Of course, it's important to consult your doctor before taking any type of decongestant. Drink plenty of fluids. This can help keep your nasal tissue moist, which can loosen any congestion. Keeping hydrated will also help your body to fight off any infections or viruses which could be causing your runny nose. Dehydration can lead to dry mucous membranes, which worsens congestion. You can drink water, decaffeinated tea, juices, but skip anything with too much sugar, and you can also have some soup. Avoid having beverages that dehydrate you, like sodas, alcohol, or coffee. Set yourself reminders to drink water. Maybe you can fill a water bottle in the morning and make sure you sip it throughout the day. The old saying is true, there's no cure for the common cold. So keep in mind that the above remedies are meant to help treat the symptoms, not the infection. The only thing that will truly make cold go away is time, and they typically last for about 1 to 2 weeks. However, if you still aren't better after a week or two, start to feel worse or develop serious symptoms, it's better to seek medical attention right away.